So be careful renting a vehicle in Saint Vincent because they'll take your money if their vehicle is bad to fix it. If you're somebody that enjoys real bacchanal, Saint Vincent is not it. I was just so over Saint Vincent and I was ready to pack my bags and leave. And whilst I'm at the bar, this guy was like, came up to me, he's like, so there's no perk for VIP? I'm like, nope, we're just segregated. That's the only thing. We paid 200 EC just to be segregated and be dry. And I'm like, what kind of customer service is this, y'all? Like, events had to be done by 8 p.m. Bars had to be closed by 8 p.m. And I'm like, huh? It was like COVID all over again, y'all. Kimmy, today we're at the... Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kimmy Kim. You're tuning in to Kimmy Kim. Like, comment, and subscribe. And today I have another awesome video for you guys. By the title, this is going to be my 2024 Carnival Saint Vincent experience. If you watched my Carnival Day video, if you haven't, I'll link it in the card. In the ending, I stated that we had a lot of ups and downs. So this video is going to be my sit down video about me talking about my experience, what I liked, what I hated, what I changed. My rating of Saint Vincent Carnival will be at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And just want to put a disclaimer out there, this is my experience, this is what I experienced, so if I do say something negative about your country, don't take it too hard. Okay, so let's get into the video. So the beginning of Carnival, we experienced a hurricane in Saint Vincent. And I was one of the lucky ones to actually already be in Saint Vincent because, yeah, you guys already know why. And honestly, my experience is it was very normal. Like, it was nothing so out of the way. Again, this is my experience staying in Arnosville. I was not in other parts of the island. But honestly, something like that, I've experienced it in Saint Lucia and we never lost electricity, or we never lost, maybe we lost water, or they'll take electricity for like an hour and send it right back. It was just like rain and strong winds that I don't see why they had to put in all of the things that they put into effect because of Hurricane Beryl, and they wanted to literally stop Carnival because of it. So I was a bit shocked. I'm saying that we've been through worse and we were able to pick up and continue. But again, this was just my experience in Arnosville. I didn't know what happened in the Grenadines or in Grenada. I couldn't understand why we didn't have electricity for over 2 days, and it just made me miss home. I've never experienced not having electricity for more than a day, more than 24 hours, and it was my first time experiencing it in Saint Vincent. Not having water for days, not having electricity for days, not having Wi-Fi for days, and I just couldn't understand why. And other places were really devastated, but I still didn't see it as they should have put off Carnival because of it. I feel so many people came into the country to experience the country like myself, and to cancel Carnival would have meant that, for one, they would now have to refund everybody tickets, Carnival costume, which is a loss. So I think continuing with Carnival was the good idea. I just feel like they went about it the wrong way, because I'm just saying Carnival is something that's big in a lot of islands. A lot of foreigners come over, and you would think that Saint Vincent want to capitalize on that and get more people into Saint Vincent, but they decided to put a curfew in place. They decided to put a curfew in place because of Beryl. It was like COVID all over again, y'all. Events had to be done by 8 p.m. Bars had to be closed by 8 p.m. And I'm like, huh? Like, if that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna put a curfew in place, you should just cancel everything, cancel Carnival, postpone Carnival forever, give back my money, and be done. You know, you want to experience, you want to have fun. The whole point of going to events and parties is to be with your friends, getting drunk, you know, late hours, and for them to have imposed a curfew at 8 p.m. and also bars have to be closed at 8 p.m. We're not in a pandemic. It's just a hurricane that passed, and the hurricane was long gone. The hurricane was long gone in Jamaica. I mean, yes, I understand we're picking up the pieces, but something that I liked was a lot of the events were using it as a way to, you know, allow persons to donate items for persons who were heavily affected by the hurricane. So I feel like, why not continue that? Because I mean, it's not a case like we're just partying, we're also donating. And again, the money coming in that we'll be spending also helps families that are affected by the hurricane. So yeah, it was curfew and it really sucked. So finally, you know, they carried on with Carnival or whatever they say Carnival is going on. I had to get my hair done. So I got my hair and lashes done. Now, I found a girl on Instagram. Again, this is my experience, not trying to knock anyone's business here. I DM'd her on Instagram saying how I would like to get her sewing with a closure for bundle, and how do I book you? And she proceeded to send me her link. I think it's for freshness. So she sent me the link, so I said, okay, fine. I went on there, and of course, I booked. And thinking that you're sending me this link to booking, you would think you would check it constantly. Just saying. So I booked it, and then after I booked it, I told her the date and that I sent her a message on Instagram like, hey, I just booked it for this time, this date, whatever. She never responded to me. Now, I didn't think to message her again because you sent me the link to book. So I would think that you would be constantly checking your booking page because that's what you're sending persons to book. That's how you get your appointments. So I didn't message because I know I already messaged her. She sent me the link. I sent her the dates and I left it as that. Day comes for me to get my hair done, y'all. I'm pulling up to her salon in Adelsville and the receptionist is confused. I'm like, hey, I'm here for my appointment with my hair in my hand. And she's like, huh? What are you talking about? Like, she doesn't weave on Fridays. I'm like, huh, but I have my appointment. What are you talking about? And I go in the back and then she's there. And of course, there's a lot of people inside there. I guess people getting their hair relaxed or whatever. And she proceeds to tell me that she doesn't book on Friday. She doesn't do weaves on Fridays and Saturdays. And she's saying it in a way like I'm supposed to know that. Okay, and first of all, I'm not from Saint Vincent. I don't know how you do business here, which is why I chose to DM you because, of course, I don't know. I want to get a service done and I want to book with you, so I came to your Instagram to get it booked, and you proceed to give me your link to do the booking online, which is what I did. So I was like, but how am I supposed to know? And if so be the case that you don't book Friday and Saturday, why isn't your app blocking out Fridays and Saturdays for weave? Y'all, I wanted to cry because I'm like, I ain't really not getting my nails done. My service for my lashes was the best. Shout out to Elite Spa in Point Bay Resort in Saint Vincent. She did my lashes so good. Honestly, she did my lashes so good. Big up to them. I find they did my lashes so nice, way better than Saint Lucia and for cheaper. So big up you at Point Bay Resort. But yeah, back to this girl. So I'm like, why not have that? And she made it seem that it was my problem not knowing that she doesn't do weave on Friday and Saturday. Like, how am I supposed to know this? And I kept saying like, okay, so fine, I get it, you can't do, you have NS people here, like she said she might be finishing she's not sure until finish if I can come back later. Yo, so I just kept trying to get a solution. I'm sad and mad, but I just want a solution because I want to get my hair done for Carnival. So I'm like, okay, fine. What time can I come back? I don't care if you do my hair at 11 o'clock or PM. I'm staying right here at 11 PM to do my hair done. And she's like, she doesn't even know, just come back or whatever. So I'm trying to get a time to come back. She's not giving me a time. Now, a guy that was in there was like, okay, I'll just come back at 7:30. And then they're all laughing. And I'm like, what kind of customer service is this, y'all? I couldn't wait to get back home to Saint Lucia because I've never ever experienced poor customer service like this. And then the good thing about it is she finally reached out to me on WhatsApp telling me there's another girl if I want to go to another place. I said, well, everywhere is booked, and she gave me another girl that does walking. So I ended up going to this other lady, and thank God she was able to get my hair done for me. Yes, it was late. Yes, I was frustrated, but I did get my hair finally done by another person, not the person that I actually wanted to get my hair done by. So of course, if I ever have to go and get my hair done, even whether it be weaves, natural hair stuff, I'm not going to her because just of this, it already put a bad taste in my mouth. And normally with Saint Lucia, like when you make a fuck up, they come up with a solution for you. Like they try to make it better for you. And I felt like she wasn't doing that in my presence. I felt like she wasn't doing that in my presence. She was literally shitting on me in a sense, like, okay, she didn't even give me a time to come back. I guess after the fact, she probably felt sorry for me and she found another person for me, which is great. But customer service in that regard was a 0. So yeah, that's what it was, getting my hair done. So that was a Friday, and that same Friday we were going to an event, and we decided to go to 3 events for the carnival: Happymess, Brunch Soca, and Wet Republic. So the first event was Happymess, and of course again,
the way it look like you just get all the drinks home, like I have water.
times are changing. We're a bit confused as to what times parties is ending because of this so-called curfew. So we finally get ready, we pull up to the event, and honestly it started off great. I had a great time maybe in the first 30 minutes. After that it died. No, the first hour. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice event from the first hour. And once the performances started, I felt like they were rushing the persons. Like everybody's just singing one song. And I mean, I get it because of, I guess they were trying to finish within a time that we didn't know that what was happening. And then the main artist who performed, he doesn't seem like he even sings soca music. I don't really know him, but it's not soca music. There's like 1-2 songs and then the crowd died down after that. And I'm like, okay, why not just allow him to sing 2 songs and let's get the DJs going to get us back in the vibe if we don't have all that time. I mean, I get it, persons came to see him, but it wasn't a big hype. It was just a hype for the first 2 songs, and then after that it was dead, which, you know, made it die down. And then on top of that, right after, probably like 10 minutes after that, the event was done. So we went to get drinks, and all of a sudden music stopped. We're seeing people leaving the venue. So we're asking about, in a way, is the event done? She's like, I hope not. But the event was really done. Like, I think it ended at, it wasn't even 4, it was like 3 in the morning. An event that starts at 11, granted, ends at 3 in the morning. It was around 3, yeah, it was around 3. And I was just a little upset about it. Again, I understand it's not the promoter's fault, it's the whole curfew nonsense that the government put into place, which didn't make any sense to me. So yeah, and you know, the event was great in the beginning, but after the performances started happening, I felt like they rushed it a bit, and then the main performer, they left him on stage for too long. But yeah, that event, I gave it a 3 out of 10. Yeah, it was nice. It started off nice, but then it quickly died down, and then the performances were rushed. So yeah, the next event was Brunch Soca, and that event I gave it a 10 out of 10. And if you ever have a Brunch Soca in Saint Lucia, I'm so going.
Thank you.
Oh no, this is the empty cup.
Yo, this is just the entrance, and I'm like, this is dead. No, it's not. We have to still go inside where the actual event is. So I think we're gonna take this.
I always love brunch parties. I always love all-inclusive parties because, one, it's something that you don't have to worry about, and they tend to be very organized. I personally have never been to a all-inclusive like brunch event that hasn't been organized. Always great not having to worry about drinks, not have to worry about food, like just really enjoy yourself. Brunch Soca, 10 out of 10. It was a really great event. Like, it was really nice. Everybody looked so beautiful. Like, everybody was friendly, everybody was communicating with everybody, and then there was fireworks. I don't even remember recording the fireworks. That event, I was drunk, yeah, because I don't remember recording the fireworks. But yeah, 10 out of 10, really great event. Because of it, my carnival experience routine went up a little higher. So yeah, the next event we went to was Wet Republic, and that event we did VIP because they said that their regular, you know, is the wet zone, and then VIP is the dry zone. Now I actually didn't want to get wet. I know it is a wet fit, I get that, but I like that there was an area where we could be dry, and I said, okay, great, I want the VIP because I want to be dry. Now again, I've been looking at their social media, like what exactly are the perks of VIP. You couldn't really find out what the perks were, and I saw a few people were commenting, but I guess probably for VIP I thought they probably would have had finger foods, maybe cocktails, some kind of perk for the VIP, but we get into that. So we got there, like on our way there, now note where we had a rental for 5 days from the Friday up until the Wednesday. That was our date for the rental. I kid you not, y'all, we had the vehicle the Friday, Wet Republic was the Sunday. On our way there, we're following one of Larry's friends to get to Wet Republic. This vehicle just stalls on us.
I put fuel in. That is not fuel. Yeah. the cannot coming on. This is so ghetto. Me, call him right now and tell him. We're stuck in the car on top of a hill. Just waiting for I don't know what. And on top of that, it's raining. And Machel performs at 5:30. Performances are at 5:30. We literally have an hour to get to this event and, you know, enjoy ourselves. But this still sucks though, because our ride is down and it's raining and it's hot and the AC doesn't even work. We are in a area of Saint Vincent that we have never been to. And it's pretty far from home, and then when it's a Sunday, it's not a place like Arnosville Villa where you constantly see taxis passing that you can flag them down. It wasn't that area, so we're stuck. And I'm like, oh my god, what we're gonna do? And so Larry decided he'll stay in the vehicle and his friend would come take me and the person I was with to Wed Republic. So that would happen. I felt a little bad leaving Larry, like not knowing, you know, what would happen to him, but he was in contact with the owner of the vehicle. Now normally when these things happen, the owner would come and get their vehicle and then arrange a ride for us to get back, because it's your shitty vehicle. I can understand if we got into an accident or whatever, but your car just literally just caught up on us climbing up a hill. So we got to Wed Republic and it's pretty far. Not well, it's a pretty far walk. It's like
guys, I don't like this rocky shit. Look at this. This is not it at all. I'm actually vlogging on my phone right now, so this is phone quality because it started raining and I had to put my camera away. I think
I'm not done.
I wish we took the boat though.
Okay. I thought it was this shot right there. See this?
I mean, again, Saint Lucia is a lot different and I like that. I've never had to experience that with events. I guess I don't know if I've just been going to better events, but I never had to experience that at any event. If we're going into a bush or something, you know, there'll be a vehicle that transports you and puts you by the entrance of the event. We had to walk in with rocks and whatever, and then it starts to rain. There's one shelter, everybody ran there, and I got really majority of the rain. My whole back was soaked or whatever. The one thing I didn't want to do is get wet, but I know like that's God and we cannot control that it's raining. So when it finally rains, we decided to finally go into the event because we do want to see Machel, and Machel is performing at a certain time, so we do want to see him. So we get there, and normally with Saint Lucia things are different, you know. VIP probably have their side and then their separate entrance, and then general, everybody's the same place. So when we go into scanner, we scanning out, we to scan our ticket, they tell us we have to go to the next site to get our band. So I'm like, that's a bit weird, because anybody can just come to you and say, hey, I just scanned my ticket, I'm for VIP, and they get VIP. It was a bit weird, whatever. So they finally got us our tickets, asked him which side VIP was, he told us, and we went inside. And they said that there'll be slides and all of this stuff. There was no slide, there was just foam, and that's that. And I didn't really see what the general section had. I went straight into VIP to get dry because I was already wet and I was already over it. So we got to VIP and it's just literally tent, one big tent.
Vincent! Everybody make some noise for the king! The king! The king of Soca! Machel! 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 Montano!
And it's just a side closer to the stage so you can see the stage. So that was like literally the only perk. So I went to the bar to see if they had anything for us. Nothing. We had to pay for our drinks, pay for our food, pay for everything. And whilst I'm at the bar, this guy was like, came up to me, he's like, so there's no perk for VIP? I'm like, nope, we're just segregated. That's the only thing. We paid 200 EC just to be segregated and be dry. That was it. We paid 200 EC for shelter. which I feel like they could have come up with some perk. Maybe they have a thing in Saint Vincent where you rent the tables, which I really like. Saint Lucia can adopt that, like getting tables at events where you can rest your bag, put your hookah, put your drinks. I really like that. Maybe they could have said that, okay, every group gets a table, or you know, a group of 5 gets a bottle or something, or give you a welcome drink, something. Maybe like light hors d'oeuvres. Nothing. Like the only perk was that there was shade, like to be dried, just a tent, nothing fancy about it, and we're by the side of the stage. And I'm like, y'all could have done a little better. So whatever, we go in, we see Machel. It was great. We see Machel. That was awesome. It was nice. I really like Machel performance. I wish he had sang more songs, but I get it. He made a donation, which was nice. And then honestly, by that time, I was just ready to go. Like, I was over it. Because let me tell you why I was over it. The area we're in was a dead zone, which means there's no data, there's no Wi-Fi, and you can't make calls, you can't receive calls. Now note well, Larry is in a car stranded, and I have anxiety, and I think we all know this, and I was a bit anxious knowing that it's getting late. I'm not the kind of person to go out and not have always get my home. So knowing that it's getting late and dark, I can't really call or text. Larry's stranded and he's in the vehicle for however long that we've been here. Imagine that, by himself. So I was ready to go home. So we ended up meeting a guy that I met in Saint Vincent, who told us he'll drop us home. And again, I'm not the kind of person that, you know, I felt a bit uncomfortable with it, because this type of event, there's certain type of people, and I knew there was a few of my friends that I had already seen, and honestly I didn't want to be with that person, because I know that person probably want to dance on me, want to do this, and you know, I'm in a relationship and I don't want people to see that and then go back and tell my man whatever. So I was a bit uncomfortable about it. I just wanted to leave, you understand? But my friend wanted to stay, but I didn't know that. So yeah, I just wish she would have said something or tell me she would have stayed, and I'd have been fine with it. But I would hope that you guys would understand why I wanted to leave. Fine, I'm not leaving my man stranded in a car by himself, not knowing how he's gonna get home. So I ended up leaving the event. Finally, we get to Larry. We found the owner and they came and pick us up. So they came and pick us up from White Republic. They're trying to fix the vehicle. The vehicle is not fixing, whatever. Now, note well, we paid $150 per day. 150 EC per day. We were all supposed to split it by 3 for our rental, pay 150 per day. So they finally dropped us home, which I would have think that would have been on them, but I'll get to it. So when we got home, we said we'll leave that alone. We'll check them the next day to see can we get our rest of our money, because we only had the car from Friday afternoon, late afternoon, to Sunday late afternoon. So we only had the car for 2 days. So we're missing 3 days. So that's 150, that's 300, that's 450. They have $450 for us. Tell me why these people did not want to pay us. And I was so mad, because after everything that I had already been through, not having my hair done, these people played me, you know, the event's not going the best. You know, I was just so over Saint Vincent, and I was ready to pack my bags and leave. Like, I didn't want to come back home to Saint Lucia where life is better. And I was so pissed. Like, I started to argue, like, because I'm like, hello, if it's a case where we were in an accident or something happened or something we did to cause this issue, I can understand, okay, fine, you keep the money, we pay to fix the vehicle, whatever. But you guys gave us a faulty vehicle, right? Y'all gave us a faulty vehicle and y'all want to keep our money and then tell us the guy that dropped us home charged us $150 to get home. The taxi was $150 and they had to pay. Of course you'll have to pay the taxi. So I said, you know what, fine, y'all paid a $150 for the taxi to drop us home. Hold that, give us our $300, because we did not do nothing. And the man just tried to tell us he done, he not giving us no money. Y'all, I was so mad. I was ready to go down there and burn the place down, honestly. But Larry ended up calling his friend that he had got the deal from, like the person, and they eventually told us to come back for the money, which was great. So Larry went to get the $300 and that was that. But if the friend who put us on did not do that, we would not have $300. So be careful renting a vehicle in Saint Vincent because they'll take your money if their vehicle is bad to fix it. Carnival Tuesday comes around. Of course, we have like no rental, but my man did very well in like arranging like a ride for us, like getting that, and that's one thing I love about my man because he takes initiative. But the person I was with had already arranged a ride for us with another girl, so she came and pick us up and we went to Carnival. And we got there and it's a lot different. Their carnival is a lot different than Saint Lucia Carnival, and it's nice. I guess you get a lot for your money since we do have like day 1 and day 2 with Saint Vincent. You come into where your band area is, you get breakfast, you know, you relax. There's somebody fixing your costumes, your feathers. If there's an issue with your costume or feather, you can go over there and fix it. You can take pictures, you can get drinks, yogurt, breakfast. It was really nice, and I really loved that aspect of Saint Vincent Carnival. So we got breakfast and then we head on the road, and of course I didn't see much people on the road like Saint Lucia. Saint Lucia, there'll be like a bunch of people on the road, a bunch of kids. It wasn't even like that. Then we ended up going to cross the stage. You have to climb a little hill, like it's just not straight road. We got to the stage, that was okay or whatever. We crossed the stage and then we continued to go back to the same meetup spot where we have lunch, which is really nice. But at the same time, it could give you niggeritis and you could get tired and you could not probably do the second lap like me. I got tired and I'll explain why. You do your first lap, and first lap was okay. I mean, I didn't expect it to be all that great because everybody's trying to look their best to cross the stage. I thought it would get, you know, I guess everybody was trying to make sure they keep their composure, cross the stage and whatever. But nobody was getting on bad, nobody was breaking out, nothing like that. There was barely any people dancing on each other. It was so whatever. So we're gonna have lunch, which is nice. We sat down and have lunch. Larry actually came inside, sneaking and came inside. He couldn't come inside for breakfast, but he came inside for lunch. I went to get my lunch, you know, I got drinks, we sat down, we ate. This nice guy gave me some of his roti shells because I didn't realize they had a roti. Which was nice. He gave me that, and it was nice like to talk to people generally pretty friendly and whatever. So we sat down, had our lunch, and then it was time to go back on the road. I took a while to go back on the road because I already got niggeritis, and I guess sitting down and having lunch caused that, because you know when you sit down you have lunch, you're belly full, you just want to sleep, you're tired. So it's like, damn, I don't want to go back on the road again. And plus my feet were hurting. The kind of shoes that I had on, I needed to wear socks, and I did not wear socks, which is why if you see my carnival video I'm changing shoes, is because I have Larry shoes on. And it's so big for my feet, so I was walking so weird with it, and Larry had my shoes, which means my shoes were squeezing him, and I felt so bad for doing that. But it was nice of him to give me his shoes so that way I can enjoy carnival, and then we would interchange in between when it started to hurt him really bad. And even after, when I went back on the road for the second lap, my feet continued to hurt, and I was like around 3, I believe, no, 4, 3 p.m. or 4. My feet just continued to hurt, and I was just so over it. But at that time there was still no breaking out, like nobody was getting on crazy like Saint Lucia Carnival, who on the ground, who doing this, who taking trees, it was nothing like that. It was like a few people probably dancing, you know, everybody else chipping, maybe 1-2 grinds. It was nothing like Saint Lucia Carnival, and I don't know what I expected, but this was not it. And I'm sorry, but I would say my experience with my band Mirage Carnival was really great in terms of, I like that they gave us breakfast, I like that they had a place to fix your costume, I like that they gave you everything that you needed in your goodie bag. Like, it was nice. It was cool talking to people on the road. Like, everybody liked my fan because this is the Mirage fan, and it's so hot, right? This is the Mirage fan. Barely any air came out of this. Listen to this. This is the highest level, and this is the highest level on mine. So like, they were all taking my fan to, you know, cool themselves down because it was a lot stronger. You know, it was a nice little experience. But then again, like I said, it was just okay. Like, I didn't even get drunk on carnival. I was probably tipsy for a little bit in the beginning, but after that it wasn't that. I gave my feathers to a little girl because I didn't really want it because it was falling apart. So yeah, my rating of the carnival would be a 5 out of 10. Like, the day parade, I'm sorry, Saint Vincent, is just my thoughts. If you're somebody that enjoys real bacchanal, Saint Vincent is not it, because I did not get real bacchanal and I did not stay till the night. Maybe there's real bacchanal in the nighttime, but the videos that I've seen out of nighttime, I still did not see real bacchanal. It's honestly boring. I'm sorry to say it, but the carnival was boring. It wasn't giving like I thought it would give. Like I wanted to be like I told my friend I want to get so drunk and to roll in the guts or roll on the ground, and I couldn't even do that because nobody was getting on wild. And I guess I could have been the one to get on wild for them, but still. So yeah, I give them a 5 out of 10, and overall my carnival experience I'll give them a 6 out of 10. And the reason for the 6 is because of Brunch Soca. Maybe a 6.5. The 1.5 extra is for Brunch Soca and for Mirage Carnival, and the experience in terms of the food was good, everything. The food was good, the drinks were good, the goodie bag was good, but actual jump up on the road, it was not given. And I know Mirage Carnival can't really do that. It's people that have to make it hype. It was not hype. The carnival was not hype. So I give them a 6.5 out of 10. And yeah, we even traveled back home to Saint Lucia on the Tuesday. I came back home to Saint Lucia on Tuesday carnival in the night, so I missed carnival. And the drive home, like seeing the people walking, hearing the music from the legends, final jump up, seeing the train on the road, who's selling, who's still dancing, that was more of a vibe than Saint Vincent Carnival. And carnival was already done in Saint Lucia. People were walking back to go to town, you know, people were going to the finale events, the legends were having, the little children. That was more of a hype than Saint Vincent Carnival. I'm sorry, it's just my thoughts. I didn't really feel it. Would I do Saint Vincent Carnival again? Probably not. Probably not. The only reason I probably do Saint Vincent Carnival again is if somebody invites me or a friend is going again, and like it's a group of people, maybe yeah, I probably would not jump Saint Vincent Carnival again. I'm sorry, it's just my thoughts. I don't think they're the best carnival out there, and there's a lot they have to fix. And I guess I understand again, you know, Beryl happened and stuff, but still it was boring. And everybody that watched my video all came to mention me, wow, the carnival really boring. So I don't know what they can do. Maybe the people can get on wild. Maybe I was in the wrong band. I don't know how it was in other bands, but the band that I was in, like, the people were pretty dead. So yeah, that's my thoughts, my experience of Saint Vincent Carnival. So yeah, don't come for me in the comments because it's just my experience. Anyway, bye. I'm your girl Kim. Love you. Bye. Besos.